Hi everyone, Chef Tucker here. And tonight I want to show you guys how to make one of my favorite meals just because one, it tastes really great, and two, it's easy and quick. Chicken Diablo. Now for this, it's a simple recipe. You can do it all at one time and it's going to take you probably 20 minutes, maybe 30 tops. We're going to start off with some chicken breasts, some seasonings, which is just salt and pepper, and a little bit of olive oil in our pan. All right, once you got your chicken breast in the pan, just make sure you season both sides. All right, so while our chicken is cooking, we're going to get started on our knife work, which is going to be onion and garlic. Simple as that. So just go ahead and mince up your garlic. All right, then we got our onion. We're probably only going to go with half an onion for this. I like a lot of onion in my Diablo, but this should be good. All right, once your chicken is browned on one side, go ahead and flip it over. All right, once our chicken is browned on both sides, cooked all the way through, or at least the majority of the way through, we're going to take it off and set it to the side to rest for a few minutes. We're going to throw just a touch more olive oil into the pan. And then we're going to throw in our onions. Just get them a stir to get them lightly coated in the olive oil. And once they've started to pick up some of the color, that's where we're going to add our garlic. Just stir that around, let it hit up a lot of that pan fond at the bottom, and keep going until the garlic is fragrant. All right, once the garlic is fragrant, the secret ingredient, some beer. We're going to use our beer in this recipe to deglaze. So pour it in, let it come up to heat, and use it to get all those bits off the bottom. I don't know about you guys, but onions cooked in beer, that is one of my favorite things. I got a lot of favorite things. Don't judge me. Now, if you were doing this at home and you don't want to have beer in it for any reason, you abstain from beer or alcohol, or you just don't really like the taste, you can go ahead and use water instead. I just use a little bit of it instead of as much as I used. But I'm looking to cook this down and concentrate a little bit. And in that cooking process, it's going to cook out the alcohol component, but it's going to leave a lot of that nice hearty flavor to it. So that's where we're going with it. Once we've reduced our beer down by about half and our onions got a little bit translucent, that's where we're going to add our tomatoes, which is some tomato sauce, and some diced tomatoes. All right, and we're going to add our Italian seasoning. Now, I don't add much Italian seasoning. You can add more if you want. I like it to have just a little bit of herb flavor to it, but not a lot to where it starts becoming a marinara. All right, so I learned how to make this dish back in culinary school. And there's a couple of things that I've learned over the years that I want to go ahead and just give you guys for takeaways from this. One, Diablo means hot. And the way we had it in culinary school is about right now is when we throw our spice in. Whatever you got, cayenne, jalapeno, whatever suits your need. I always use crushed red pepper flakes. And what that does is the heat and the acidity takes that capsaicin and spreads it throughout the dish. So that way when you're putting it in your mouth, it's not just a big pop of, oh my gosh, hot. What it is it's a nice heat that spreads throughout the sauce. My family doesn't like sauce that's hot like that, so I always put it in towards the end. That way it's not in there quite as long. It doesn't build up quite as much heat. Another thing is a lot of people say, oh, you can't do chicken on pasta. Classically, this way I learned this recipe was mussels Diablo. Somebody in my family has a shellfish allergy, so I adapted it. You guys do the same. If you want fish in there, if you want mussels, shrimp, chicken, it doesn't matter. Make it how you like. And like with the heat from the peppers, make it to the people that are going to eat it. With that all said, We're going to go ahead and let this simmer for about 10-15 minutes, and then it should be about done, and we'll come back to it. Since our sauce is simmering, we're going to go ahead and cut up our chicken just into bite-sized pieces. And I love this recipe, you guys. I'm a huge fan of anything pasta. I'm even a bigger fan of anything tomato-based. So, and any chicken juice that was left goes in. Now we'll give this a stir. As you can see, it's pretty solid, pretty chunky. We're going to finish it up with just a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of chili flakes. Not too much, though. We're going to give it another 3 to 5 minutes just so all the flavors can kind of come together right there at the end, and then we will serve it up. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. All right, everybody. So our Diablo is done. It's ready. It's got that nice blend of quick and painless, which is what I'm usually looking forward to when I get off of work and come home and have to cook because nobody else cooked that night because they rely on me because I'm the chef of the family, and here we are. So with all that being said, we have the triumphant return of our official food taster, sous chef Ender. Come on in, buddy.
Hey, I'm just wearing a Santa hat for a December version of me.
December version of sous chef Ender. Everybody got that? This went all in, huh? What do you think? I think he likes it, guys.
I want you to try it too.
Okay. I didn't know how much you were going to have, so I didn't know if I was going to taste it. Tastes like awesome.
I agree with you.
All right, hold on.
I just returned. I had a day off because I had school.
All right, guys. So that's it. A simple weeknight meal takes you around 20 to 30 minutes, give or take. And you got something fresh, something delicious, and something to enjoy.
Okay. Hit like, subscribe, comment down below. If you're on TikTok, repost, follow, and comment.
He's good. It helps me out, guys. I really do appreciate it. Sous Chef Ender appreciates it. And as always, thanks for cooking with us.